Good afternoon, everyone. It is pretty late. It's actually 11 o'clock on Wednesday, January 25th, 2017. I just want to put up this video really quick to kind of go over what's going on. I don't know if I'm going to have time in the next couple of weeks, honestly, to put out a video. So I'm not going away or anything like that, but videos might be a little slower than usual to get out. I've also got a lot of other projects going on, which I'll discuss very briefly with the NAS, for example. So over here, not much has changed. Well, as I literally just said, the NAS is over there. It is no longer up here. I don't know if you have seen that yet. Ooh, excuse me, I thought I had to sneeze. The monitor is no longer up there either. The monitor I put back in the closet because I don't need it, and instead I have moved the... I think that might have been a burp. I'm sorry, that was a little gross. Anyway, the NAS is now over here. I'll get into that very shortly. Actually, pretty shortly. I don't know what else is going on. I cleaned up a little bit, so all this is cleaned up. I'm going to work on the Quicksilver a little bit at some point. I'm getting rid of that Packard Bell monitor, but I need to find a buyer for it. Or literally just somebody to take it who isn't a scrapper. I don't want really any money for it, I guess. $5 or something would be nice, but that needs to go the hell away. This motherboard came out of one of the Alienware PCs. This is a Revision 1 motherboard, so it came out of the ones with a 930 Intel Core i7 930 inside of it. The buyer told me that he got it and it worked okay, but only the middle RAM slot worked. And if you put RAM in any other RAM slot, any other configuration, even along with the middle one, didn't work. No, it just wouldn't recognize the RAM. So I walked him through like a BIOS update and everything, still nothing. So I wasn't expecting this. The buyer, he said, for my trouble, and since I helped him troubleshoot it, he's actually going to, and did, include the processor that he purchased for it with his own money, and he sent it back in the board. It's a Core i7 920, so it's a little bit slower than what was in there before, but still, I mean, that's more than I was expecting, so I'm not actually out any money. The only unfortunate thing is that he forgot to send the backplate, but I don't really feel right like asking for it, so I'm just gonna, since he put the CPU in there, I don't feel right asking for it, so it's whatever, it's $2. So I gotta do some testing. This power supply is one that had bad voltages, and I can't get the board to actually post because of it, so I'm just gonna ditch this power supply. It's not even worth testing stuff with. So that will go away. I bought two of these. These are dual NIC, or dual port NICs, and they're gigabit. They're supposed to be really good for servers and stuff, but it doesn't really play well with Windows 7. In particular, what I was trying to do was link aggregation or bonding, whatever you want to call it, basically so I can get a 2 gigabit per second connection over my network. And the software for these cards only works with like Server 2003 and 2008, and Windows 7, even though Windows 7 is pretty much Server 2008, it just doesn't work. So I bought two of these, exactly the same, from an eBay seller for $7 shipped. So the cards were $2 and shipping was more expensive. So I'll keep them around, definitely. I mean, I'm not going to return them. It's not really worth the time, and they were so cheap. They're just nice to have, even if I can't do what I want. So I'm going to buy another network card so I can get a 2 gigabit link going. And I'll very quickly turn on my flashlight here. I'm doing the wrong things. Alright. So down here, which is not completely set up, of course, we've got the Netgear ProSafe, it's like a JGS something, I don't know what it is. It's a 24 port gigabit switch. Awesome. and it's a managed switch. And I managed to find this thing, managed to find a managed switch, on Amazon for $100 refurbished. So that's not a bad deal at all. I bought it up and it's been working just fine. Now the only reason why I bought this is so I could do link aggregation. I don't know why I'm going down here. You can't see link aggregation. It's all software based, other than having two network cards, or two Ethernet cables plugged in. But if you remember, my NAS has two Ethernet ports on the back. So what I ended up doing was very, very simply and easily creating a one of those, an aggregated link, I guess is what I would call it, and it's been great. I think I've got slightly better network speeds out of it. However, since I only have one network card in my PC, I can't really test that network speed. So I'll work on that. That's just something I have in the pipeline. Also thinking about getting a different case, maybe a server rack style case, because I don't know if you know this or not. Ouch, that hurt. But server equipment will actually fit perfectly in one of these IKEA side tables. Now this is, let me readjust my chair here. This is an IKEA LAC coffee table, or side table. And, well, as I said, it's perfect for rack mount equipment. Let's see if I can line this up a little better. So you can see, fits nicely there. Kind of see it fits nicely there. Trust me, it's nice. So I've got to go ahead and mount this up and fill my IKEA rack up with some stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. And a fun fact, if you have one of the deeper servers, like an actual, PowerEdge 2950, which by the way I sold for $50, if you remember me messing around with that, those will fit in the coffee table version of the LAC. So that's cool. I don't really know what else there is to say. I really just, nothing has changed. I've been very busy, but I figured I'll give you a last update before I kind of slow down and focus on other things. At least that is the plan. I also need to sell all this crap, so that is, yeah, that's got to happen at some point. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to have some more content up eventually, but I honestly don't know when that'll be. Not going to promise anything this time, so with all that said, I guess I'll end the video here, and I will talk to you whenever the next video happens. So, we'll see you later, everyone.